You make my life feel brand new. Jesus, you're amazing. You make my life feel brand new. All your promises are yeah and amen. You're not a man, you never lie. Good evening, Obodo fam. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing? Thank you very much for being here tonight. I'm just in a mood tonight. I'm in a mood tonight, and I'm in a mood of worship. It happens to me from time to time like that. I'm just in a mood of worship, and that's how I'm feeling tonight. And usually when I'm in that mood of worship, things happen to me. You know, I get connected to the spirit, and I love it because I hear loud and clear from the Holy Spirit when I'm in that mood. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Good evening. Asalotu now. Welcome, welcome. Sis Gigi, you are here. You're welcome. Thank you, everyone. Neka, I see you. Tolu's Diary, good evening. Welcome. Love and kindness. Louis, you're welcome. Thank you all so much. Cassandra, Cynthia, Ifunanya, I love that name. You're welcome. Marriott, you're my regular. I salute you. Please give this a thumbs up as you are coming into the studio. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Eshe Gonio, thank you. Dalu Ranka Dede, thank you. I thank you now. If you are new and you've not yet subscribed, say you just come they watch our video for here every time. You go tanda for TV they watch and you never subscribe, please now the only way to support us now if you subscribe now free of charge. You see that red button for YouTube where they write subscribe, put if you just hit them, you go see say you don't subscribe. They're not they charge. All you need is just a Gmail account. So make una support us if you know you enjoy what we do here. All the talk, plenty story where we dey talk for here. All this plenty gist where we dey gist for here all the time. We sit down for here hours and hours on end. If somebody tell me say me I go fit do all these long videos there, all this long show, I no go believe because I didn't think I had the capacity to do it. But it's been an experience. Let me put it that way. Not just God, the grace of God. Now we they use for this place. Thank you all so much for being here. Please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Thumbs up as you are coming in. Thank you. I salute all of you. I see you now. Even if I don't fit shout your name out, just know that I see you and I heart you. DM Vlogs Live. Welcome, sis. How are you? How is the YouTube hustle? Welcome. So tonight, I be don't tell you now waiting there on ground today, and a pigeon I go speak today because as I did here, so I know get power to speak plenty Igbo. So me will just speak pigeon. Junior, you there here? I'm so grateful that you are here today, Junior. And Junior say, Auntie B, you did a show about this, but no one wants to listen. Junior, if you see the way where they throw me for that show, hey, no name they no call me finish, oh. Say me. And they claim to be Christian. If you see comments, eventually I have to switch off the comment section. People just begin carry the matter put for head, begin they yab me as if wetin I talk for that show where we do. I talk say people when they play for the second team, say for this life where we dey so. When it comes to this issue of sexuality, we get team A, we get team B, and we get both people where they play for both sides. And now we come bring some people where they play for team B that day. Junior, you were here. Oh. You in fact now you be one of the people when contribute. You tell us say the full Ninja, our people no one here. You know our people na deny and I won't finish us. We too like to deny the obvious things where they happen. Go they deny say no they happen. You be my assistant host daddy Junior, not be small thing. Including one of your friend who is a doctor also where they play for team B as well. When you come tell us say since when they born in a team B in B, they for team A. And I feel like before we even go on for this show, make I put out a disclaimer. Okay? Because say some people they get ears, but they get with you, but they call selective hearing. They know they hear everything now. Now one ear they say they hear, the other ear know they walk. So some people go still come here now. who jump on this video, begin the talk, the yarn opata. Okay? So, we not dey here to yab anybody, we not dey here to judge anybody. Anything when you belong to for this Kerewa matter, so it is your business. And not consign me as me dey here so. Okay? I not dey here to judge anybody. Anyone when you dey play, it is your business. I dey always talk and say, wetin adult wey be grown person decide to do for you inside im bedroom, e no concern another person. As long as they do am with another consenting adult. Okay? Now where the wahala dey, na when the other person no consent or the other person no be adult. Na there na im wahala dey. So please, we are not here to judge anybody. Love and kindness. Thank you very much. We are no judgmental. So I feel like we know they even talk this matter too much these days. So make I just put that one out there. Ifunanya, thank you very much. Oh, thanks for that comment. Sometimes they need this kind comment to uplift me because it's not easy. Not easy. Yeah. So now my disclaimer be that me and put on here. So now two teams we get for this Kerewa matter, team A and team B. And the people where they play for both. Some people they will be saying that both teams that they play. I hope you get what I mean. So that they play for team A, which is women where they follow men where they follow women and women where they follow men. Team B be men where they follow where they attracted to men and women where they attracted to women. And the people where they play for both team, now those will be say anyone that they follow men, they say they follow women. They. Okay? So I hope you get me. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? So now here we sit down Jeje they do show last week. Oh, we just did on our own Jeje. Oh. Now somebody abi now last week abi now this week say like say now on Tuesday safe. Was it Tuesday? Who was here that day? Okonkwo, Ifunanya, thank you. You just dey make my head dey swell now. Thank you. Thank you. Make I dey take all the accolades. You do well. I go take am. Amaya, you don't land. You don't land, Gidigba. You say this one, I shall not miss it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Na team A and B, hugs to mama. It's team A and B. And the third one, both team. We could just use all those words for here. So tonight, we just did our own Jeje they do show. The other day, now somebody just send me message say, Auntie B, check your DM. Check your DM. And when people don't tell me say I send you message, my heart go come the court because as you see me so, without the talk about the talk, I don't get mind. My mind very fragile, So I can't worry. As I be worry about people, I can't worry. Say I will say nothing. No, this one they say check DM. What's happen? Now go check DM for Instagram. Oh. Amaya, you remember say I even learned the matter that day. I don't feel hold am again. I can't release the matter. Say make una see what the person send me. You remember? I know say you remember. Those of una when I did there, when I did here that day, when I go remember. I said it that day that this is what somebody has said to me that this is what is happening to them for their marriage. So now the first part be that. So we get a lot of religious people where be say when they don't hear this matter of team B, the thing they drive them insane. But my people, make we face reality, especially those of us where they for the abroad. I think we can honestly have an open and an unbiased conversation about this thing because whether we like it or not, people where they team B and people where they play for both team, they. If we continue to deny, Aisha, you remember ba? If we continue to deny, say no. All men like women, all women like men. Then this matter, you get as it be because you don't know what people they do. And unfortunately, because of how our society and they talk about our African background, culture, tradition, and religion, take their host for this kind of matter, including government for Nigeria. They say if you they play for team B, they will send you go prison. Okay? They say you go prison for 14 years if you they play for team B. Meanwhile, some of the people who make those laws self na team B they do. Na team B. Most of those men they date team B. They just use team A they cover face so that Kashirima too. because of number one, stereotyping. They do stereotype them. Stigma, they deeply associated. Mm? And all those things. Hugs to mama, thank you very much. I appreciate the accolades tonight. So now do well for my body. Oh. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for acknowledging the efforts. Thank you for acknowledging what we are trying to achieve on this platform. Not be by power, oh. Not be by might, not by the grace of God. Man no get power. Oh. No man get power for this life. So now the law be that oh. The lawmakers. The first time when me even hear about this matter about him, be say men they follow men. Nah, not have a hear am, not. As in those northerners they heavily into him. Okay? Heavily into him. I sure say people still there where they do at that time back in the day for South, but they hide. The secrecy around it is very, very deep. And if you just join, you don't know what they talk about team A and B. I'm talking about straight people, gay people, and bisexual. Now, what they talk about with that? Make a name. Now, pigeon would they use today. So, as a result of all the law now and the stigma and people they hide, that day when we do that show, Junior tell us for here say no state for Nigeria you go when you no go see the app. When people when they play for Team B, they hook up. Say they everywhere for Nigeria. Hmm. Hmm. So the thing they Nollywood. I remember that day I want put Junior for hotspot. I can't ask him about one Nollywood person when everybody they talk saying that in B be they play. But today I never see any I dey wait to see one Nollywood person where go come out or any celebrity for Nigeria where go come out talk say in they play for Team B saying in be gay. Where go come out openly. I'm waiting to see. All of them they hide. They hide. They hide. And as a result, and I understand why they hide because we even discussed that matter that day. Go ask Junior and the friend where they come. Because themselves, now the thing where they play be that. And they talk say they open to their own family about their sexuality. Junior tell us saying he open to his family. Say now the team where they play be that. We love him. We not judge him. It's his life. We not consign us. So they can't tell us that they say the reason be say waiting say people go take food come out for your mouth. Maybe now your husband be this you dey like all those actors now and musicians. When we say all the endorsement now, all the company now will come withdraw all their support, they no go give you endorsement again. They no go give you they no go give you support. Even Bobrisky never ever come out talk say in the play for Team B. Somebody they ask, Bukola they ask whether Bobrisky no be celeb. Bobrisky never ever come out talk say apart from when they do all those videos where they talk say my babe, my babe, my babe. He never even come out seriously talking except when they do all those in plenty talk where he just they talk anyhow. He never come out talk say in the play for Team B say him be gay. He dey always talk and say my babe, my babe, my babe, and he go they do as if maybe it's just joking. Some people don't even believe say Bobrisky is gay. Some people believe say he and Tonto Dike knack. They believe now. So some people for social media go tell you say the time they go Dubai now the same room they say that they knack. Say last Bobrisky he still gets even though they lie say he don't do surgery, he don't remove in cucumber. Say na lie. Say he still get cucumber and he still they knack women. Even in what he call PA not to say knack say give her the one time I hear the rumor say he give him PA belly. So he be like say maybe they play for both teams. I don't know. Oh. So anyway, we are talking seriously today because Bobrisky na just na even the people where they dey for this community no like him. Okay, the real activists where they dey for that community no like Bobrisky because them believe say he is not doing a lot as like him they even they make people they hate the people for the community because of the way they do. Because you don't have to sit down for social media, they shade women. Say he saying we go tell women say I'm using your gender more than you. Not be so gay people they behave now. If you don't get any colleague for here for work where we get, they did nice, well, very, very nice, you know, friendly and everything. But Risky is a troll, 100% troll. Now be the only person who I see where don't feel breaking wings. All this amount where they sharp. So now just lover. Just lover don't break in wings. You know, see, and do not say they don't like Bobrisky, that she's a mess. No baton. So now so the matter be for Niger, and indeed most African country, all these people they hide. They know they fit openly show who they be. Okay, so with time, because of pressure, they'll come go marry. Mm? You know, see, people even they talk say Bobrisky is not gay. You know, see, often say Bobrisky no even they play for Team B. I beg, not be waiting we can't debate for you, not consign us. We are talking seriously tonight. I don't want it to be about Bobrisky. This is a real life situation when somebody they in. So let's leave him on the side. So all these things come with men and women. Some women in Nigeria will be saying nothing be that they play, but they still go marry men because of this same societal, you know, influence of, you know, go marry, and they expect you to marry the opposite team. So they go marry, but they go see secretly, they do Kerewa with the thing where you be saying, now that one, that is who they are. That is who they really, really are. That is who they are. So there's a lot to eat in Nigeria. I don't know whether we'll ever come that place, as far as I'm concerned, because Nigeria, the tradition and culture and religion is too much. And as long as those people in National Assembly, they will never, I don't think they will ever get to a point where it will become, legalized like this part of the world. I don't know whether we'll get there, because when it comes to religion, they know they play for that side though. They're not play. Mm-hmm. Aha. Annie. Your manager, but they always nice. I never know. Most gay men when I know, they always nice. Very, very. Honestly. Although we get one neighbor like that too. That one, okay, make I leave him matter, because that one he know well. He gets a mental problem. So he know well. One day catch my daughter for her side. During pandemic, he just catch her for her side. Next thing, he begin to dump on her. He say, how many member of him family don't delete oh? Next thing, begin to cry. I say, hey. Esther say, come shock, you don't know what he want to do again. Say, I say, wait, you want hug him? He said, no, say, he can't feel sorry for her. I say, yeah, it was a very difficult period for people. But we know him for our area, say, the guy, he not today stable like that mentally. But generally, most of the people who I know where they be gay men, they're always very, very nice. Okay. So, I just dey set in motion make una understand the premise of why some people dey hide. Now, why they hide, especially Black Africans. I hear say, even the way we are saying that they are harsh to people who are playing in people who are not straight in Nigeria. In some other places like Jamaica, here is even worse there. I hear it is even worse. So this thing, Black people, when it comes to dealing with things like this, we don't even want to have that conversation. We don't even want to deal with it. We don't even want to accept it. Okay? We just want to pretend like it is not happening. And that's why you go see some people, their children go they hide. How many of una, I beg, if una get children, and those of una want to be parents for them, una don't call una children, ask them whether they like a man or woman. I think it's a very important conversation. Me, I have that conversation with them. I do. The children don't like to talk about, they don't like to talk anything that has to this. No, ma'am, no. Me, I don't care. I come and sit down. I say, hey, what's going on? Tell me. I want to know. It's very, very important that we have that conversation with our children. Very, very. But that's not the topic for today. Today, we want to talk about our sister. I'm not going to mention where it come from. And I'm not going to talk where the husband come from. Because I believe, I want to believe that she's not safe. So, as a safeguarding manager, I'm very, very careful about, the kind of information. Anything where you go feel harm person, where you go put them for risk, I know they like to talk. So I will just reserve where they come from. Just know, say both of them. Now now they be. Okay? We know say we know they do Igbo matter for here. So now Now they be, but I know go talk where they come from or the country where they stay. Now abroad they stay. But I no go tell una the country where they stay because I don't want, because I don't feel say she dey safe. Okay? Mhm. So make I quickly break down the story for now. All right. The story be say when I go check my WhatsApp that day, she can't tell me say, hmm? She can't tell me say, see wetin him find though. Say he don't marry. They get 3 children, okay, with him husband. But he say na dream the thing first dey start. He say he first dream. So when him dream, he go dey see things where e be like say the husband dey do things. And he thought say this your husband. He say he get one friend. Say this him friend, wetin Yoruba dey call korikosu. If I don't see you, I no go sleep. Like they are tight as thieves. You know that kind of friendship where be say, every day they go talk. They spend as much time together. They're always hanging out. They're always together. Any decision is making, he won't consult the person. It could go be like saying that the person be wife self. You know that kind of relationship where it's tight. Really, really tight. Yeah. So now I'm happy to see that a lot of parents in the building are saying they're having that conversation with their children. Good, good, good. I know we are modern day parents now. We know be our parents' era when would they like to just sweep everything under the carpet. Afure, you can have that conversation. No, it's very, very easy. Oh. Is it often you can. You can. When your children get to a certain age, especially when they are teenagers, they are getting to like maybe uh 13, 14. Because some children now for this country, I dey hear from one of my friends school, they tell me say for primary school self now that they come out talk say this is the that they are not leaning towards that this is their sexuality, say they be team P. So you need to have that conversation with them. As long the children they get feelings, maybe we not even go into that one today. As early as 10, 12, they get feelings. They go know if they like girl or they like boy. So you just carry them, you use a language that is appropriate to discuss with them. Because trust me, they teach them these things for school. Especially if you did for UK here. Nothing they know they teach them, they will teach them with images. So when school do their own thing, you go do your own as a responsible parent at home. Very, very important too. You go talk to them so that you go know what they their mind. Because children sabi keep secret well. So now he can't tell me say, make I just quickly run through the story. He can't tell me say in dream, say in your husband, they do something with that in friend. He say no, say na God they try to tell him something. He think say maybe na just dream. He just leave him. He just pray. He say one day, now that spirit come still tell am say make him check him phone, make him check him phone, make him check him phone. He go dey say why you go check him phone? Wetin dey when they check him phone for? Now he go history of the phone, no. Go check computer, he check history. You know say some people where they don't know say you get what they call browser history. You go see all their activity. Brethren, this our sister saying look history. Waiting he see, even send them to me. All the sites where they visit, all the sites when team beep they play. Now there the man they visit. Even they go all the conferences and everything they attend online. He can see everything. Full browser history. He said now the only thing where the man they watch. So the Kerewa, you know all this Kerewa where you go they watch so Kerewa, adult Kerewa. He said now the only thing where the man they watch. So they watch for inside moto when the children they inside moto. Now later I can't find out. So now he not talk. He say he not talk. He come quiet. He just keep quiet. He set trap for him to wait. Hmm. Hmm. He come set trap for him. They wait. Say okay. This kind thing. Now to catch person. Now they sweet pass. You know, you guys go catch person. If you catch him for you get where you go grab person for arm. If you grab him for your upper arm, you go escape. But if you catch him for wrist, this wrist, you not go feel wrong. Hmm. Now, oh, Sister Patricia, yeah, work. Oh, God bless you, my sister. Well done. Please listen. I appreciate you, my darling sis. God bless you. You are one of my favorites on this platform, I swear. So, she now said, okay, that she's not going to even, she's not going to make it known to him that she already knows, right? That she wants evidence. Now he can set trap. One day, when he can't do like saying don't go work, he can't pretend as if he don't go work. That day he don't go work. He can't do as if he dey go work. Normal now. The children don't go school. He can't do as if he dey go work. When he don't say bye 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 bye, he they are the man they house. He can say okay, see you later. He don't go set one place. Next thing, vrrr, the same bestie. Koriko to friend don't land. So when Koriko to land, he don't give them some few minutes because for him mind, he don't already know say now waiting the day into. By now, he don't declare to and say this friendship not be just ordinary party. You know, that kind paddy friends now. Men they get friends, women they get friends. Say this one, something is involved. Now he just give them some half an hour. Now he just enter house, go upstairs. He say, Auntie B, lo and behold, I catch my husband, the Kerewa in best friend, red-handed, on top of their bed for their house. When I hear this thing, I don't know what I want to talk. I say, hey, I'm confused. You know that kind of thing. You know, say if na the normal one who they talk for you, say na cheating, say the man cheat on with another woman, and you even know. But it gets some things where you go here. You go, you just you go weak. You don't get words to say. Aha. I love you too, sis. Junior says it's always your best friend. Is always the wife's best friend or husband's best friend. He said you can't begin cry. You can't begin cry. Say which kind of thing be this? The first thing when it come my mind be say, what do you go do now? How you want do? How you want work out for this kind of matter? Because this kind of matter, I mean, I don't understand. How you want do? He said the guy don't tell and say this in friend. Now the most important person for his life. Say nobody go fit separate them. Now I can't dawn on and say, okay, now in rival be that. Now the main person be that. In a married, they just married to cover face so that in family go live on alone, you go born children. After 3 children, the man know they play team A or not team B, they play constant. The one they play for team A not just to born children. So now tell am say wetin you wan do? I say, I dey very sorry. Wetin you wan come do for this kind matter now? He say, in fact, he confused. Now he say he wan talk to me. Now I say, this one hard though. It's very, very, very hard. I say, okay. Okay, first go do test. Go hospital, go do test because if they care about you and you know they use protection, make you no go carry disease give you. My people, I kid you not, she go do tests. You don't carry Hep B give am. She said she don't go test. Say you don't carry Hep B give am. Hey, I say, oh, phone. Oh, my people. Oh, phone. I can't begin the Google Hep B. Now I can see for Google say, they say Hep B, they lead to, they feel lead to kidney failure, especially if they not fit, if they're not detect am on time. You know, say they lead to long head complication. If they catch am on time, say the adult person go fit recover fully. But in most cases, it dey lead to the person fit develop chronic, long-lasting. If it don't dey person body for a long time, if you've had it for a very long time. Yes, boss lady, Hep B, hepatitis B. That's what I mean. They say if you don't dey person body, now Google, I can't check the, the cure and everything, whether it's treatable, vaccine and all that. I can't talk, say, Google now said that if the infection don't dey your body for a very long time, when and they show symptoms in most cases. So as far as we know, she don't even know when she catch them. Not be married of one day now. I say they get 3 children. So we are talking of at least over 12 years of marriage. They say if they don't catch am on time, it get long-lasting impact where they lead to kidney failure, and you might not be able to cure it. Nwa say he say HIV they learn respect for hepatitis, saying hepatitis being a baba for the game. He say he don't carry give am. Hey, when I hear this one, I come weak. Hi, I say, God, which kind wahala be this now? Hi, I feel sorry for the woman. Hi, I say, which kind thing be this now? How you wan treat this kind matter? You get the kind rage wey go come upon you for this kind matter wey e be say even if you delete the person e go be like say you fit go court sef. A good lawyer go argue say you dey justified because say like I established from the beginning it is not my business the thing wey you dey play, but you need to be honest. Na deception be this. Na that part of the deception say he hid his sexuality from her, and he succeeded in giving her a very serious diseases now. A serious disease now because e dey chook him best friend wey be man, dey chook am the way dem dey chook for team B, still dey carry the same blockers take dey chook woman. And you know say we women now, we are very open to infection. We dey quick catch disease because that place na Kerewa take carry the hepatitis B give am. Junior say I want Nigerian straight women and women. I want Nigerian straight women and Nigerian gay men to stop this foolishness. They will never hear. The pressure from church, parents on marriage is sickening. Most men are also can't stand on their Junior. Make I tell you the good part of it. The woman tell me, say this man he hates gay people. He say, yeah, I know they see gay person. Say he dey always cause them. Say now wetin even shock and pass for the matter. You know all those kind of person when you go see say when they say homophobia dey their body, they say the thing he wear am like cloth. Anywhere where you see gay people, they always cause them. You go they cause them, say you don't see them, waka shege, God go punish you now. As women full everywhere, now only man na see una go they sleep with. Say we go they call them all sorts of names. They call them Sodom and Gomorrah, everything. Ashe, all that na cover up. The woman say na wetin make him shock pass be that because yeah, I know they now say say and so say e be like say he hates himself. You know that kind of thing where be say person you belong to that sexuality but you are not comfortable with it and you've not accepted it because it's one thing for you to have that to be attracted to a particular gender. It's another thing for you to accept it. Yeah. It's another thing. Some people do not accept it. So the way they go about is to have this, they will come do as if they hate that thing well. See, when people too they talk negatively about something, watch out. It's most likely they are doing that thing. Yeah, yeah. Romari say, I beg go, all of them are listening. Let's go take HPV vaccine if you have not. Yeah. The doctors will give it to you. I remember when I used to work with, I used to work in a certain place those days when I came to the UK. When I was a student, I used to work with people that use substance. You know all these people, they use substance, when they use a lot of needles, they always get that disease. So we always have, as part of working in that organization, you need to take that vaccine. You need to be vaccinated against Hep B, Hep C, all of them. Yeah. So this guy just internalized the whole thing. They cause those people up and down. Say, you don't see them. Now, so if not because of this abroad, where person go they see all this kind of thing. Every day you go they waka, you go they see men, they hold each other hand. You go they see women, they go come, they do like men. So that kind of man, now if you see someone like Ellen Dangerous, I'll be waiting be her name. You go cuss and finish, tell her, say, see, God make you woman. Why you turn yourself to man? Waiting consign you, mind your business. Shock by They don't know say uncle dey hammer in bestie. My people. So what you want do? Dem full Nigeria be okay. Shebi one fix wedding that day wey say want do wedding. Alex Okubo abi na that one. Not me fix wedding that day wey say want do wedding. When the girl come and tell and say you need to leave your, how is it talk and say you need to leave your truth. Now people come they say so this news, this rumor where they carry about this guy is true. They know they agree come out. They don't come out, but the full Nigerian entertainment industry. They did there. All the ones where they make noise. Nah, obodooyinbo dey. Okay? So Junior they tell us now say 90% of the men for Nigeria that are playing in Team B, they are married to women. He said their best friends are their boyfriends. And this is very well known in Nigeria, in the gay world in Nigeria. So now I come tell am say, okay, what do you want to do? Because me, if somebody come tell me matter, I know they like to tell person wetin to do because not be my life. You understand? I go empathize with you. I'll listen to you with understanding. Then I'll ask you, what do you want to do? Because at the end of the day, you are the one that is in the situation. It's your life. You have a lot of things to consider. And never ever just go the tell person wetin to do. No, it's not about me. So I try to remove myself from it. Because if not me, I know what I go do, but I'm not you. So I'll ask you, what do you want to do? She can't tell me, say, in fact, say she dey confused, right now. He's saying, go tell him family. My people, he go tell him family tell and say, a wise woman builds her own home. A wise woman builds her home. Hmm? Eh? No, I'm not upsetting anybody, oh. Ima, no, 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 no. I'm not upsetting anybody, oh. This is a true life story. No, 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 no. It's a true life story. But you know that there are also a lot of men in this WhatsApp group that we're talking about that are actually gay when they don't give their wives so many diseases. In fact, I heard of one when he don't even give his wife HIV. Oh, Jesus is Lord. Things are happening, oh, and he's on drugs. He don't they take medication. You know, say HIV don't get medicine now where they take the suppressant. Where we say, even the virus will be go just they mute. But the wickedness in him did not allow him because he did hide. He didn't tell her. Now somebody wey know and I see him for clinic where they run, go clinic, go collect medication. Now he see his name. Now he say, not be this man name be this. Now he can't look into around. How you want to go tell him wife, say, I see your husband for where they collect medicine. Oh. Say, your husband, he carried this, he gets HIV. I want to go tell the wife. But you know how the wife they find out? Make I tell you how the wife they find out. She was pregnant. You know, so for this part of the world now all tests that they do when you get belly. They do pregnancy test, do everything for antenatal. Now they find out say the woman get HIV. Now how they find out? The husband don't they take drugs, you not tell and say, see what he do, oh, I get this disease, oh, so that at least. And he didn't tell her before he married her. He was already diagnosed with the disease. Make una say wickedness for this life, oh. Hi. I say, God, which kind of thing be this? What do you go do for this kind of matter now? How do you solve this kind of matter? What do you do? So he come tell me, say, he say, no want the marriage again. I say, I not blame you. Because he deceived you. Now, his best friend, now him be the person where he really involved where like. He just they use you, they cover up so that in family go let and rest, say get wife and children. He will be respectable as a married man in the Nigerian context. Okay? The family they tell and say, make it build in house. He should take care of her home. She should take care of her home. So that tells me that the typical family when we know Niger family, for them to be saying something like that, that means they knew. Most family they know. Stephanie, not only you, not be only you get that sentiment. Stephanie say, Auntie B, I go delete her and turn myself. Stephanie, not only you. No, not only you. A lot of people go delete, then they will claim insta sanity because this is the height of wickedness. You will not even believe the amount of women when they're in that position, when they don't carry untreatable illnesses when they don't get cure, give. The first thing I said to her is go and do tests because I just knew. Because even that day that Junior came here with that his doctor friend who is also gay, and we're talking about it, we talked about the part of this the health, the sexual health, because it gets as you go take care of yourself. If you are playing on team B, they know what to do, okay? But because the woman is not aware, you come if you want to sleep with her, she will agree because she's your wife. And then you are giving her disease that she doesn't know because she doesn't know where your bloody cock has been. Chai, Jesus is Lord. How you want to do this matter? You still want the marriage? Now ask him, say you still want the marriage? Eh? He say no. Say he don't want the marriage again. Say lie, don't want the marriage again. Saying they confused now. He just weak. He still did the house. Now I come tell and say, the first one he just in my mind, now he say, now I come tell and say, I'm worried about your safety. Because especially person where get this internalized hatred towards in sexuality. So he's not accepted it, he's in denial, and now why they always curse the people around be that, and why they always abuse gay people be that. If he know say you don't, as you know say, he know say you don't know now. And he also know say you don't tell him family, of which I know the family know before. And you don't tell a few people, maybe you go tell your friends, I can't they worry. I say, you know they safe. Because this man no want me to expose them. And now why are they very careful not to expose or to give a lot of information, so that if you ever see this video, no gonna say na what they talk about. Now tell and say no they safe for that house. You know they safe. Because I feel say, because he's been found out, you understand? Not be waiting he plan. But now God just decide, say, make that her be. No go kill this woman because he's left untreated. He didn't have body since. She don't know. Because it's not every day you just carry yourself to hospital to go and be doing tests or anything like that now. Maybe God wanted her, maybe she's a good woman, or maybe she's done, a lot in the marriage and everything. She's committed a lot, and God wants to save her life. That's why he gave her that vision, and that's why she followed up. That's why it's good to be spiritually inclined. And that's why she found the evidence. He said he can't even they ask the children. He said they watch the thing for the presence of the children inside motor. The children are seeing it. You know how you go hold a phone now? If you're inside the car, you hold phone. Maybe you are driving or you dey front seat. Children they back. They go to see what you they watch now. So apparently the children have been watching what he's watching. He said the browser history. No website this uncle no they go. No websites. No website they go. Now tell and say, okay, all right. Now you get the decision, no, last, now you get the decision about what you want to do. But I don't think you and him should remain under the same roof because of your own safety. Okay? So I can't tell and say, I don't think say you should be under the same roof. As you say, you don't want the marriage again. One person must move out immediately. Immediately. Because I don't know what they think. Now, you don't talk say in friend, nobody go ever come between you and in friend. And you see the funny thing, he married the guy to give him paper. He married him to give him paper. My people, marriage for paper, he marry and give him paper. That give him paper. My people. Now so that is where we are. He settled down, marry, and he tell me say he anger issues now. Serious anger issue now he gets. Now I tell and say then it's even more dangerous. If person get anger issue, then it's even more dangerous. And you don't find a secret when somebody don't they cover on in life when you don't want to make anybody know. Now you find out. So we could advise and what to do. He talks say this in friend every weekend they must hang out. Everywhere they go. If now where Mr. and Mrs. they go, they carry and go. Now the friend they carry go everywhere. Say you don't talk tire, they complain tire. Say which kind of friend be this way you they put in front of you? At least now Mr. and Mrs. now he tell and say this is friend. Say go lay down in life for him. He said this one, no, don't even go there. Don't go there. He said no, don't go there. This is my friend. No, don't talk about it. Yeah. So that is where we are. Me, the matter, it just a week. Oh my, he said the matter we are bad. Eh? I don't know. And in fact, I don't understand. I wish you no give am that disease now if no even pay me. Now that one can't they pay me pass. So we are talking about wetin you don't do. They make the children they watch that kind thing. I know, for inside motor. Even if na the one where it be saying a man and woman, you not supposed expose children to that kind thing. It's not right. But you know what your addiction be now? When something will be say you they do regular, you know go know the time where you go open your phone before you know. You go open your phone before you know. You don't go even mind say children they there again. And most people know they know say these children, they understand, they know more than we give them credit for. Children of these days. Hmm. She needs to leave. Okay. Peggy said, God made you see this so that you know who she's living with. So please, this sister needs to leave. Hmm. She should carry her children to avoid the story. Obiajuli say, carry your children to avoid the story that touch. I'm sharing my link in the comment section. I finished now. That's the story. That's the long and short of it. If you have any encouragement for this sister, if you have anything to say, let's say it very quickly and then I'll bring the show to an end. I don't want to stay long, so just take calls for about half an hour. The link is in the comment section. Please, if you want to contribute, check the comment section on YouTube and you will see my link where it says Obodoyibo TV. And please just click on it. It will bring you into the studio. Junior, you're welcome.
You know I was gonna jump on this case.
I know.
We had this call, I believe it was November. I think it
Yeah,
was it was November. And I can sit here and talk about this for 3 hours. I mean, it's just there are too many cases on this. The one of the biggest things as well is family. A lot of family, they pressure their sons. I'm going to talk about sons because I'm a son to someone. So they pressure their sons. A lot of families actually know, believe it or not. A lot of families know, but a lot of families pressure their sons and some daughters to go marry so you don't disgrace us. That's the thing. Don't disgrace us. Don't disgrace the family. People are going to be asking when you're going to marry and all this stuff.
yeah.
So I feel like uh, I know people are not gonna like me saying this. A lot of mothers, um, especially if you have a son. Not everybody's son is gay, but it's allow your son to once again. Your son is your son's first love, so allow your sons for the girls, their dad, but allow your sons to come to you and be open and talk to you. Um, that way is a little bit easier, and you know, putting pressure on your child for things like this is going to end up hurting somebody else's daughter. Um, I'm not going to get too deep into my own situation. One of the things that, when I got pressured on, okay, it's time to go, marry at this point, the question I did ask one of my parents was, if you had a daughter, would you want to marry your daughter?
So, did you know about your sexuality before you got married?
I remember I told I had an idea, but I didn't really act on it because I grew up in the church. So I was like, no, 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 that's just, it's not really real.
Hmm.
Um, but on the flip side, what I'm saying now is at the point where later on, if even after that marriage, there was still another talk about, okay, it's time to get into another. Okay, what are you waiting for? And
Again,
I
a
still
second
getting
one.
yes, still getting pressure on that. And I had to sit one of my parents down and say, look, if you had a daughter, would you want me to marry your daughter?
Hmm.
And at that moment, that was the moment that that whole thing shut down because
Right.
that parent of mine was like, you know what, you're right. Okay, how are we gonna pray about it? What are we gonna do? What are the options?
So they are
Then
still trying to change you.
that was the last moment, the change that they were trying to change. At that
Is
moment,
it because of having children or just having that societal respectability or whatever regarding
well,
marriage?
I'm well. I mean, yeah. I mean, I mean, Sister B, you know my background a little bit. I'm from a very strong, family, and So those are one of the things. It's more of the society kind of, look at the next achievement that we've done. But
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying is that a lot of mothers for the boys need to talk to their sons. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care if your son is straight, if your son is gay, if your son is whatever. Parents, especially in this generation, I'm like the baby of your generation, and we need to start talking to the younger ones about this. And I try to, I'm in Nigeria. I try to talk to a lot of Nigerian kids that are in my situation, especially the young ones. You need to be yourself. You need to be honest with yourself, because I can't imagine me having a daughter and somebody marries my that's just destructive.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of people still think I'm crazy, especially in
Yeah,
the Nigerian setting, that
but
I'm
you see
telling
why
them.
they cannot be honest. You see why they. I also, you see, as much as this guy, what he's done is just terrible. Like,
you
I,
you know what it is. Let me throw something in here. You know what it is.
mm-hmm.
This is the biggest one for me as a gay man, a gay African man. This is the one that really really gets on my nerves. If you're
Mm-hmm.
a grown man in your late 20s, 30s, and you can't say no to your parents about some decisions you want to make, that tells you a lot. Because a lot of grown adults, yes, ma, mommy, okay, I'm gonna go marry a girl. Yeah, that's like 95% of Nigerian men. I can speak about Nigerian men.
Is someone said stop blaming the mothers? You are an adult. Stop being deceptive. Yolanda is saying. So is it
Well,
like they are not standing up to
well,
the
well,
pressure?
you
Is that
well.
what you're
Let me
saying?
let me respond to that. It's
Mm-hmm.
easier said, Yolanda, than done. How many men can say no to their mothers? I'm not supporting that. I'm very much against that. Very much against that. But
Mm-hmm.
just like I told one of my parents and said, no, this is not what I'm gonna do. This is not the choice. If you had a daughter, would you want me to make that step that you just suggested? And when the
Yeah.
person said, you know what, you're right, it doesn't matter how religious that person is. The responsibility still goes back to me as a man.
Yeah.
That's why I get upset with this kind of situations. I don't support any man or any woman who are not attracted to the opposite sex to
Mm-hmm.
marry the opposite sex. It's very destructive. It's going to
Yeah.
affect you. You're going to be angry all the time when you wake up next to that person. You're going to be angry. You're going to hate life. It's going to affect your marriage, the fake marriage that you have, and it's going to
Yeah.
affect the kids. So
Mm-hmm.
all these things where we as Africans say, "Oh, we have generational curse." There's no generational curse. You are creating the generational curse. So these are the kind of things that I detest. So even as a gay man, I am strongly against this, and I still go back to blaming the guy. And it happens to women as well.
I
It's
remember
not
the
just
story
men.
you shared with us, Junior, about this man that you didn't know he was married, that the wife dropped him in your house one time in Nigeria.
The wife
You were
dropped
seeing
him.
this man.
the the
Hey.
wife dropped him off. I have cameras in my house, as I told you previously, and I was like, wow, there's a woman and a kid. I remember the car. I remember everything, and I'm like, what is going on? And I asked, and later on, that person told me, oh man, Sister B, I probably would have been in. I wanted to kill that person. Excuse my language. I wanted to fight that
Mm,
person.
mhm.
So, I'm very much against that. This person had kids. So there's a lot of guys that actually lie too. But the biggest responsibility goes to, if you are a man
Mhm.
and you're a gay man, if you're a woman, because there are women that are lesbians that are married to men. I know some of them. I'm not going to mention any names. Popular people as well.
Yeah.
If you know this is what there's options, even in Nigeria today, we're not even talking about the diaspora. Diaspora has more options. Even in Nigeria, there are options for men or women to have kids and raise their kids as they are. There are options in Nigeria. Diaspora, even more. So why do you have to go marry a woman? This one where they give you papers and stuff like that, that happens too. There's a lot. I know a lot of those too. I can give you examples all day. I know a lot of those where there was a particular person, I'm not going to say which country, there was a particular guy that actually married a girl in one of, the diasporas. And when he got to the diaspora, the girl found out that his friend, this best friend thing is normal. This is every day. We hear this. The guy ended up the woman ended up finding out that the guy's friend was actually his partner, and the guy was also Nigerian. The guy that he was dating the guy since he was in Nigeria. The guy left to the diaspora, and then he met this girl who came home to find a husband, and then she brought him to the diaspora. And then she found out that his friend that he's always hanging out with, they've been together in Nigeria since high school. They ended up getting a divorce, ended up separating. Thank God they didn't have kids. So I'm just saying that we need to have these conversations more, whether you
Mm-hmm.
like it or not, whether you're a religious person or not. We need to
Mm-hmm.
have these conversations more. I have these conversations with a lot of younger
Mm-hmm.
LGBT people. And I want to say this before I go, not every LGBT person was abused.
Yeah.
So let's get that out of the whole. There's a lot of ignorance to
Mm-hmm.
this whole thing. Like, oh, there's this
It's boarding school. It's boarding school.
is not. Nope, nope. I have brothers that were sent to Nigeria to go to boarding school. Well, they're my brothers. So look, we need to have these conversations more. But
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians are very stubborn. Once again, I speak for Nigerians. I know it happens in every African country around the world as well. But
Yeah.
we're very stubborn people, and we don't want to be open-minded to having
No.
conversations. I'm not saying that I'm supporting everyone to be gay. That's not even possible. Okay? I'm just saying that we need to have more conversations about this. Me as a gay man, right, in Nigeria, I always try to talk to the younger ones about being firm with themselves, and you don't have to go and marry because mommy says. It's always about my mommy, especially with the boys. My mommy says I must find a wife. I have to find a wife. That's what they say. There's even gay men in the diaspora, even after they've left Nigeria and gone to the diaspora, that still will marry a woman because my mommy says. So that's why I keep saying that mothers, me as a son, I'm saying this because I experienced this. Mothers should try to talk
They
to
shouldn't
their
pressure.
sons.
So you're basically saying mothers should stop pressuring their sons from marrying.
Mothers, but not just mothers, the men. Well, it doesn't happen as much with the dads, but the dads too. It's not just a mom thing. But I'm saying this more because I'm a guy and I experienced that. Mothers, you don't have to pressure, just have conversations with your kid and be open and just have conversations.
Yeah.
And the men as well, if there's any men on online, talk to your daughters, because the daughters, your daughters, the men are the first love to the daughters, and the boys, your moms are your first love. So just try to have conversations so we don't keep destroying our families. Me as a gay man, I have options in Nigeria to adopt a kid. It's the option is there. And to correct you earlier, before I go, um, before I go, the LGBT law, if you say that you're a gay person in Nigeria, you cannot be jailed. If you're caught having sex with the same sex, is when you would get arrested. So
How
there's
do you
nothing.
catch that? That doesn't even make sense. Are they going to be
Okay, you know
outside?
why? You know why? Because some
Caught
of the
in
people,
what way? How are you
if
going to
you,
catch them?
oh no, no, Sister V, chill now. Because some of the people that wrote the law are gay.
Of course, we said
I
that
know a lot.
earlier now.
I know a lot of people. Actually, one of the people running for, I'm not gonna, running for office now, is gay.
Of
Was
course.
the whole gay community knows him. Those are some of the people that wrote the law. So in the 3-page law, it says that if you are caught in a sexual act with the same sex, it doesn't say if you are gay. So let's make sure we understand that Nigerian gay law is actually one of the nicest laws in Africa. Let's just put it out there.
Okay.
So once again, we need to have conversations with our sons, our daughters. We need to talk. And gay men, if you're a gay man listening, I'm firmly against you marrying a woman if you're gay. It's wrong and very dark. So let's just try to grow from there and try to have more conversations. Thank you, Auntie B.
Thank you, Junior. I appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. He's the first person that comes on this show and tell you he's gay. He's told us this. We've done a show about it. At least he's not deceiving somebody's to say I want to marry you and giving people diseases up and down. So for that, I appreciate that. Because at the end of the day, it's these same people that will come and judge people like Junior now and say, hey, How can you come here? This. How can you say this? They are the same people that will be saying this man that did this thing to this woman is a very, very evil person. He's a very, very bad man. But the person that is honest about his own now, saying that I don't want to marry a woman because I know I'm not into women, we will still judge them. So what is the way forward? What is the way forward if they cannot be honest about who they are, and the society is so judgmental and people are judging them, condemning them, and so people will continue to use women to cover, or women will continue to use men to cover. That is it. And this is not even about Nigerians being stubborn. I hear Junior saying that Nigerians are stubborn. This is about secrecy. It's more of secrecy. The secrecy about talking about Kerewa generally. Even heterosexual Kerewa is not spoken about generally in our community. I was watching a video 2 days ago where Pastor Shola, Brother Patrick, your friend Pastor Shola, was talking about Kerewa. I laugh and laugh and laugh. I wanted to fall down. Because you never hear those conversations. You don't hear people talking about Kerewa. And he wasn't talking about Kerewa in marriage. He was talking about how, some women are freaky. They like this. They like. I was laughing. That video is what people. He was talking about how people need to be taught. But we don't talk about. We never talk about Kerewa. The average Nigerian is so uncomfortable when you talk about Kerewa. They're like, hey. I'll still have people in Nigeria that will be saying grown adults when you have talking about career, they say, are you too spoiled? I say, what do you mean spoiled? 50-something-year-old person is spoiled. Now when you dey grave, you go spoil. Egbami. Ah, now wow. Patrick, you're welcome. Unmute yourself, Brother Patrick.
Yeah, sorry, I've been waiting for today, my sister.
Okay. Welcome, sir.
God bless you.
Amen.
I beg. The way I see you, you will soon be like Oprah soon by God's grace.
Amen.
Yeah, let me just say this, I haven't been to Israel, and my wife traveled to Israel about 4 years ago. He said as soon as they got to Tel Aviv in the night, she just saw Team B straight, then line up. She has to call me and say, what? In Israel? I'm going to the only line? Team B, they just line up, they're just kissing.
For Israel. Jeez, okay.
So, by God's grace, I'll be in Israel next year. I'll go and look by myself. So I was like, oh my God. She couldn't believe it. And thank God that you mentioned Brother Shola, Pastor Shola's video yesterday. I watched it as well.
Yeah.
You know what came to my mind is that the world is evolving, and the parents should be prepared. Sister B, this is serious. Assuming I wish, unfortunately, my parents are dead, I will have asked them in their time, do they lick plates? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. No, of course not.
Do they lick?
Patrick, you already know the answer to that now. Abba, lick waiting.
Do they lick banana or chop banana?
Let me tell you something, Brother Patrick. One time we had that conversation. I was asking somebody who is the Bible teacher in my church about that licking plate and licking banana. He said it's a sin. I said, I don't agree with it. He said the mouth that he's using to pray to God, how is he going to use it to be licking plate? And you that is a woman, you'll be licking banana. I said, whatever you do in your marriage bed, as long as it's within the bounds of marriage, it's not a sin. I disagree with him. He said it's a lie. Me, I don't know the Bible. I say, okay, that is my view. You cannot change it.
Like let me just tell you, to be frank, I'm putting on the cap of a parent today, and as on the ordained minister by the grace of God. So if somebody should come to me about licking plate and banana, I'm not going to condemn that person, because I'm not in that shoe. I'm going to be frank to you. I've not done it in my life. I've had a series of girlfriends. The only time when we used to carry girls, one of my friends told me he carried a girl, and the girl said, can you lick plate? Say yes. And he said, okay, up a banana. So when the girl licked banana, when it was the guy's time to lick, the guy said no, and the girl was crying. So I said, no. I said, what kind of nonsense is that? Well, don't tell me about that. Even before I become born again. So I'm not going to judge anybody about that. I know I've had some experience. I've taken care of somebody that had HIV before. I know in Nigeria, when somebody have HIV, go ask any doctor. Once they say you have XYZ, XYZ, that means you have HIV. They're going to put it in the record. I've seen it. By God's grace, I've taken somebody to hospital that was sick, that was brought to the church. After prayer, we said somebody, the doctor should test the guy. After running some tests, now say, okay, this guy is positive. We took the guy to Lutz. It was from Lutz, he died. So I have that experience. So let's come to that girl. You know, that the thing paid me, I tell you, when I heard the story. Well, the girl has no option than just to. What the guy did was wrong. I'm not condemning anybody. I'm not coming here to judge anybody. But what the guy did is wrong.
Yeah.
Marriage is a covenant.
Yeah.
You can't do that to somebody's daughter. You can't do that to my daughter. Yes, and you know, like parents, like Junior said, parents should be talking to their kids now. Let me give you an example. My son is 17 now. When he was younger, he's the president of his school. He told my wife one day, he said, Mom, when I grow up, I will not be doing Bible study like you guys. So what do you mean? He said, it's too boring. And he said, I will not be fasting. I said, okay, but in my house, you have to do it now. You know what I mean? She told us I want to grow up, but by God's grace, God is entering him. But we have a standard. We are still we are teaching about the time they go out, they may decide to do whatever. But parents must be involved in their children's life. That's the point I'm trying to bring out. Parents must be involved in their children's life. And our sister, before you marry, you know, I said it that day. It's not only about love.
Yeah, you need to ask now. We said it before. Ask the person this day and age, any man or woman you meet, ask them, what team do you play? Do you play team A, team B, or both?
Yes,
very,
and
very vital.
We must take our spiritual life serious as well. If you go church, no say you go church. Church not be club. Everything has to do with church is spiritual.
Yeah,
you don't want to go and marry a guy that will destroy your life at the end of the day.
Patrick, people when they date in be full church, pastors when they date in be the full church.
I mean, you want to tell?
They date church.
You go run for them now. I told of a guy that was.
They hide them, Patrick. They hide them. They will hide it.
So you don't want to be a victim. Look at what happened to that lady now. You don't want to be a victim.
The one I'm telling you about that was cheating, he was already getting treatment for HIV, is a pastor in Redeem.
Yes, I know. You know, like when the children of God are gathering, even children of them will come among them and pretend you know them.
Oh, yes.
I told you, people are in church for different reasons. They just want to get married. Some are looking for position. They are looking for wife. The Bible said the thief come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. You know, that girl, you know, she won't be herself again. So our sisters, please, when you are dating them, be prayerful. You need to know. Don't be carried away with infatuation. Yes, because
it's the deception, Rapachi. You know what they pay me for the matter? Is the deception.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the deception.
He deceived her. He never told her the truth about who he is. And this is what Junior was saying. A lot of people are doing this. So they are just marrying to keep up appearances, which is wrong. He didn't even tell the girl. He's probably on medication for his own illness that he has. Or he's even treated it and got vaccine. But this woman now has a disease that she did not even know when.
Some of Nigerian men, where they don't even believe in genotype. We did our genotype before I got married. Hey, my wife is AS. You have to do that. Some people don't believe in that.
She said that when she got checked out and the family, the doctor told her she got Hep B. The doctor told him, this is the Mongo Park now, to come and do check. This man refused.
Well, the man knew what he has been doing.
He didn't go. He refused to go and get checked.
Mr. Sister B, some people they church, they are in Mongo Park. I tell you, they are there to destroy the ministry. I tell you, they are there. So anybody that will come, just open your eye. Hey, God will help us. So Let me just
Thank
round up
you.
and leave it for other people.
Thank you
Thank you.
very
God
much.
bless
I
you.
appreciate you. I appreciate you, Brad Patrick. God bless you, sir. So I want people to I need somebody to come in and encourage this sister. She's here. As a matter of fact, I don't want her to speak, but she's here. She's listening. I don't want her to speak. I've told her I don't want her to speak because of the risk of him finding this video. Okay? So I don't want her to speak. She said there's so much more that she's not even explained to me. The matter is deep. Okay, so I need somebody to encourage her. Obodo fam, please just come here and encourage this lady. Just encourage her. She needs uplifting. I need somebody who can just say something to her. Let's embrace her with that Obodo fam love. You know how we do it for people who come here for DV cases. We embrace them, we encourage them, we motivate them, and we just show them love. I need that now tonight for this lady. She's here. She wanted to speak. She came into the studio and said no. Because I'm still very, very concerned about her welfare and her safety. So I don't want her to speak so that she doesn't expose herself. Mm? See, somebody said that Hep B lives. He said he lives longer than HIV on surfaces. That's why someone with Hep B is in isolation. You see, is it treatable? Oh God, which kind of wahala be this now? Egban me, Annie. Welcome, my darling.
Hey,
Unmute
Auntie B,
yourself.
Auntie B, Auntie B.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Mm,
Auntie B. Well done.
you're
Ah,
welcome.
it's a sad one. Sister,
Oh,
there is
hello,
not.
sweetie. I can hear you.
Okay, she
Annie's
answered you.
baby.
Go. You see, she answered you. Go.
I've answered
Bye
you,
bye.
my darling.
Oh, yeah, bye bye. Thank you.
She's so you get your mouth. You get your mouth, Annie.
Seriously.
It's sharp like you.
Um, Sister, there is nothing new under the sun. No. Now, when it never happened to you, to say if it happened to you, you would think that now you be the first person where it happened to, but you'll be shocked how many people have been in your shoes. So
Hmm.
first of all, just dust it off. That there is
Hey.
nothing new under the sun. I have a friend who told me of her own friend who married in Nigeria. He married this guy, normal church and everything. He can't begin to suspect I they close to one of his best friend to a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
So she now, I think she planted a camera.
Mm-hmm.
He now caught them. She quietly, she not tell the guy, say, I catch you, I not catch you. Why you say you be gay? Why you not say you be gay? She not talking, she just carry her bag. As the guy went to work, she just carried her bag. And that was the end of the relationship. She never contacted the guy again.
No long thing.
Nothing. So what I'm trying to tell you, sister, is that there is nothing new. Look, there is nothing new under the sun. Nothing that happened to you will never happen to person. Or will not go happen to person, no matter how we try to preach to prevent it. Of course, you'll be heartbroken. Of course, you are disappointed. Of course, your word is shattered. Of course, you are actually even numb right now. You are not even thinking.
Hmm.
Your thinking go just shut down. You not even they think again. Like just be like mumu. Of course, all those emotions we go through.
Yes.
You are like,
Yes.
where did I start from? How come I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see it? Especially if you're a Christian, you'll be questioning your spirituality. How come I
Yes.
didn't
How
see this
come I didn't
before
know
now?
it? How come
How
how
come I
come God
didn't
didn't
know
show
it?
me?
Exactly. How come God didn't show me? Why is He showing me now? All those questions will come. But you know what? You were never married though, because no matter not they had. You were never married. You just born for him. You never marry. So let that settle in your spirit first of all. Say, you never marry. You just enter bad boss. Will not get direction. And now the boss don't end. So the journey has ended.
Hmm.
What you should do is to begin to think of your way, your how to move your life
Yeah.
forward.
Solution. Solution.
Solution. Forget about the blame and the years you've put into the relationship. Forget all those things. Your future is bigger. No matter how old you think you are, no
Hmm.
matter how old you think you are, you still have a full life ahead of you. And staying in that mess, that full life ahead of you, you are not going to live it. You are not going
Hmm.
to have it. And you have children added to it that you are solely responsible for. You don't stay there, please. Now, so snatch stay, go die. You know, now beat and he stay there, he die. So please, now that I don't, when you start suspecting, now speaking generally now, Auntie B, please, when you start suspecting your spouse, that time when you start to suspect him, now that time you go start to dey make your exit plan, so that when you confirm your suspicion, you don't already prepare yourself, you don't already arrange yourself how you want to come out. So if your suspicion can't be lie, you go stay put. But if your suspicion is not confirmed, you have already planned your exit. It is not when you confirm your exit that you start planning. And sorry, it's not when you confirm your suspicion that you start planning exit. That time, you don't too weak. Seriously, go bless me. That can't carry you come up for there. But sister, I send you a hug. I send you a hug. I send you a hug. And I pray for you that the Lord will reveal this to you. It's because he wants to deliver you, no matter, no matter how person waka, go bad road, no matter how you go into the wrong direction, it is leading you nowhere. So no matter how far you think you've gone in the wrong direction, when you discover, say, that direction not they lead to anywhere, you get
You
it,
reverse.
you turn, you
Yeah,
reverse.
reverse.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no matter how long you've been there, whether 10 years, no matter, forget it. I believe so much. I'm very spiritual. I'm a Christian. So I believe so much of the God of restoration.
Oh, yes.
The Bible that says that forget the former things. Behold, I will do a new thing. Sister, that scripture is true. The Bible that says that he's the one that mends the broken heart. That scripture is true. Trust him now like never before. Trust him now to give you light, to give you strength, to give you grace. Above all, to send people to you. I pray for you that the Lord himself will send people that will hold you by the hand and walk you through your way forward in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
I pray for you that this discovery will not shatter you. It will not break you. It will not send you to a psychiatric home. It will not destroy you, but it will open a better door for you and for your children in the name of Jesus. I pray for you that grace, peace. Peace. The Bible says he will give us peace that passes human understanding. That as the Lord begin to give you wisdom on what to do, that as those wisdom come, that peace on how to carry on with those decisions be released unto you. Will find peace. You will find peace. You will not be troubled. Amen. I send you love and hug. Like I said, there is nothing new under the sun. No. So not only you don't happen to. It's just that now you discover your own. And you will be fine in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much, Annie. I really, really appreciate your contribution. Thank you for encouraging her. Thank you for uplifting her. Thank you for those wonderful prayers. I know how this can be very, very depressing. It's not easy. Even me, that I'm not in that situation, I'm feeling her pain. Because from what everybody is saying now, this thing no get treatment. They can only give you medication. Everybody is saying that there's no treatment for it. They didn't catch it on time. So I don't know. So you can imagine now what you didn't bargain for. All of a sudden, you have a lifelong illness now that you have to be treating. Something that can lead to all sorts of things. God, which kind of wahala be this? That's why, you know what? I really want us to encourage her. I think she needs to get him out of that house immediately. I don't think she's safe. He shouldn't remain in that house because there are grants for whatever you need to do to end this marriage. You have it is deception. Until now, he's not even owned up to it or even accept to say, okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you. I'm ashamed. He's still denying it. They caught you red-handed. You are still denying it. The guy is still denying it though. That he doesn't even know why she's angry. Why is she angry for? That he's still in denial. So, I mean, where do you start? And Junior is saying that they should talk to him. They should come to an agreement about co-parenting. How do you talk to someone that continues to be in denial about something that is real? I don't know. Amaya, you're welcome, my darling.
Hey, Sister B, I said, let me jump. When you started calling for people to encourage, I just,
Yes.
let me quickly jump on this one. But
Thank
before
you.
I do that, Everyone, please just go and like and come back. We'll have over 1,000 people watching and only very few views. Please go back and watch
Likes.
so
Yeah,
that
please
people
give the
can
like.
watch these things and learn, man. These things
Yeah,
are happening every day. Please
yeah.
take the time. Take the time. Just take the time. It will not be more than, it won't take more than a second of your time. Just go out of the chat room, click on the like button, and then come back. Please,
Thank
please
you.
take the time.
Please
Okay.
like this, so it might be saving somebody's life. You don't know.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
learning this. There are so many people in this
Exactly.
situation now.
I am
So
telling
your
you.
life will make more people watch this, and it can and it will help other people. Thank you, Omoye.
Exactly. Sure. So my sister, see, there's, Annie don't talk and finish. Annie, the powerhouse. Don't come, don't land, But the only thing I'm going to tell you is, see, and I think Annie already echoed that. There's nothing that is new under the sun. Waiting we never see, no day.
Mm-hmm.
There
Mm-hmm.
are things that are currently happening right now that people will say, I've never heard this one before, but it's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I want you to understand that this is not new, and you're not the only one in this situation. Matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact, the fact that you even had the boldness to come and share this situation with Sister B already tells that you already have the victory. Because it's only when you don't have anybody to go to, you don't have any type of support, you don't have anyone to pour out your heart to, that's when it becomes even more problematic. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter what's going on right now. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? No matter how dark the day gets, no matter how much night is, time will come, it will be morning. You go
Amen.
to bed tonight, tomorrow, it is guaranteed there will be morning.
Amen.
Morning does not interrupt nighttime. Nighttime does not interrupt morning. But one has to happen first before the other one. Night has to give way for light. You understand? So
Yeah.
this may look like darkness to you right now. You understand? It might seem like that, like this is the darkest period in my life. Will I ever come out of this? Will it
Mm-hmm.
ever be this? Will it? I know there'll be plethora of thoughts going through your mind, but trust me, my sister, there's nothing that cannot happen. Even this issue that
Mm.
you brought, this
She
health
said
related,
before she contacted me, Omoye, she said for days she couldn't sleep.
ah,
She said for days because you know this kind of a thing is not even something you just drop on the phone and call your friends or
how
family.
you'll be thinking of many things now. You
She
first
said
think,
for
how do
days she
I
couldn't sleep. She now decided to even just talk to me about it.
exactly?
How?
And God bless you for doing that, because by coming forward, you not only are you saving yourself, you're also saving people who will not even have they don't have anybody to talk to. But just watching this video, they'll be encouraged. So please, I don't want you to think that, and I understand, we have emotions and you might be going through it right now, but just know it is
Mm-hmm.
not the end. This is
Mm-hmm.
just the beginning for you. It is a new dawn that has come for you. I
Mm-hmm.
know it may be difficult for you to see it right now. I understand. It doesn't matter what went on. It doesn't matter if there were mistakes. It doesn't matter if you overlooked anything. It really does not matter. Everything that happens to in us in life is a stepping stool for us. You have to decide, do I want to use this stool to climb and get on the other side, or do I want to remain here because the stool is too high or the mountain in front of me is too high? You understand? So you never know what chapter is opening up for you just by this happening. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? It's okay to feel all the emotions you're feeling. Please feel all the emotions, but don't stay there. You have children. Your children are the most important thing to you right now. It is
Yeah.
very important that you keep yourself sane and keep an attitude, that fight. Bring that fight out from inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
Fight so that you can have everything that you need to take care of your children and be the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happens in life is either teaching you
Mm-hmm.
or blessing you.
Amen.
So it depends on how you choose to see it. Do you see this as something that has come to unalive, or do you see this as something that has come to strengthen you and give you benefit? There's no wasted experience in life. There are no wasted mistakes. There's no such thing as, oh, I made this mistake, so that's it. It's the end of me. There is nothing like that. So you have to choose. Okay, fine, this has happened. So what is new in this world? Okay, fine. This has happened. Now what? Now what? Do you understand what I'm saying? Look into the eyes of your children. and let them be the one, let them be the reason for your strength, and say, I'm going to beat this. There is nothing like, oh, it is not something that can be resolved, or this illness, or whatever name that it is called, by whatever name it is called, I don't know if they will ever find. You never know. You feel sleep
You
this
know,
night,
Omoye,
tomorrow.
do you know what he said?
uh,
He told her when they were talking and when she was talking to him about it, he said, take all the children, you can have them to yourself. I don't care.
so because he never really cared. You know what? Forget about the man. Now he and in conscience, he don't already. Now he know he's not even important anymore. So if he has done that, that shows you the type of human being you're dealing with. There's no need. There's no need for remorse. There's no. It's okay to hurt from every experience that you went through while you were with him, but that's okay. Move on. Take each day at a time, and surround
Mm.
yourself with the right people. If you need to be listening to all Obodooyinbo TV shows that have come prior to this, my dear sister, you'll be blessed just by listening to it, just
Yeah.
by hearing other people and seeing other people. You'll be lifted. So be encouraged. I don't want you to see this as, oh my God, what this is, the whole world is crashing down on me. There is nothing crashing down. There is nothing that is coming from above that the ground cannot take. You see how the earth is? It's strong. If you put your leg on the soil, on the ground, it gives you a sense of confidence and strength. The fact that you're standing today shows that there is more to you than what just happened to you.
It's just
This
the beginning of greater
is
things and a
just
new
the
chapter.
beginning of
Mm.
exactly. So, my dear,
Thank
I
you.
leave you with that. Be
Yeah.
encouraged. You're loved. You're worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Don't
Mm-hmm.
ever think that you're not worth all of this. You're worth it and much more. Be
Amen.
encouraged and you're loved, okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
Sister
so
B.
much, Oma Eskan. I appreciate that encouragement. She really needed it. Thank you. She
All
wanted to
right,
come and speak. I said no because I don't want to take that risk. I think it's better we share the story on her behalf. But she's here, she's listening, and everything you are typing and saying. Those who are calling in, she's hearing you. So thank you so much, Selena. You're welcome.
Hi. Hi, Auntie
Hi.
B. How,
Good
how
evening.
how are you doing? Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Thank you very much for all that you do. God bless you. Okay, so I want to thank Annie and Omoye because they have done like the whole encouragement. They've talked about the Bible and how God can strengthen the lady. And I know she's online and she's listening to. So I want to come from the science background. I
Okay.
I, I I want to advise her as a scientist that has I have my degrees in biology and microbiology.
Okay.
So I want to say to her that there are two types of hepatitis. I don't know which one, if it's the acute or the chronic one she has. And so she has, because one of the things that actually affected Nigerian Africans when HIV came in was that people were hiding it.
Yeah.
When they get infected, they think it's the end of the world. And
Yeah.
I always say to people that HIV or hepatitis can even be managed much more than cancer. I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I'm doing a PhD now in microbiology. But people don't know. They're hiding it. So
Because
I'm
we hide
happy,
everything.
everything. And so I'm
Have you,
happy that,
Selena? Have you noticed? Sorry to cut you, Selena, my
no,
sister.
that's
God
fine,
bless you.
Auntie.
Do,
That's
do you
fine.
know that even till today in 2022, people are very reluctant to tell you when somebody is deleted to tell you the cause?
Mm-hmm. They will
They
say the
hide
person
it.
was sick. They will hide it. They
Just
will
6 months.
lie.
They will over here.
Never say it.
People they talk openly about their
They
condition,
will
but
say
Nigeria
it.
will hide everything in this world. I never see secret society like that for my life.
Hmm.
In else they will
And
hide it.
they will hide it. And now, sadly, that same mentality is even with us here in the diaspora. So I'm happy that she's in the diaspora, at least from the story that I heard,
Yes.
which means that there's good health. There's a good health sector. She can get access to doctors. She can get access to
Yeah.
the drugs. I don't know
Yeah.
if
She said she's
I
going back to do more tests to know the stage she's
exactly
in a few
if she
weeks.
better. So I don't know if she's in London or if she's in America. In America, I believe she has her health insurance, and then everything will be covered.
Yeah.
Let her listen to the doctor. Let her take the medications. My prayer is that it's still in the acute stage. That's my
Right.
prayer to God. And so
Right.
if it's in the acute stage, in about 6 to 7 months, it should be able to go. However,
Right.
it's when it is chronic that it can now take longer. And so I would say to her that God will not make you go through what he knows you cannot handle. Most
Amen.
times, it's not even
Amen.
the HIV or the hepatitis that kill
Right.
people.
My
It's the
goodness.
thinking. It's the thinking. The
Yeah.
thinking, the whole
Not
mental
being able to
issue,
share. You know what it
not
means?
being
Not
able
being
to
able to open
share,
up because
not
people
being
will
able to
judge
open
you. They
up.
will stigmatize
Yeah.
you.
And again, even when people are taking the medication, if you're taking the medication and you're always thinking, you are crying, it will not work the way it should work. Do you understand? So now, I would advise her taking the medication with faith. Even though she will be thinking she will be depressed, mentally she would not be okay, but she should just try and be strong.
Okay.
And now she has younger children. I don't know where she gave birth to them, but I know that in America, and I think in UK too, once you have your baby, one of the first vaccines they'll give is the first dose of the hepatitis B vaccine. I don't know where she had them. If she had them in Nigeria and she came, as long as they're not up to 18 years old, let them go and get the vaccine.
Okay, so the children should take the vaccine as
Let them go
well.
and get the vaccine, yes.
So
Because,
they give it to children.
yes, 18 years and
Okay.
younger in
Okay.
America. I don't
Okay.
know where she is. She should go and find out. Because what this is transmitted through bodily fluids and
Yes.
through
Yes.
sex, through
Yes.
needles. Do you understand? She'll be living with them. So if they are younger, thank God.
Okay. Okay.
And this
Can she
thing,
still take
and
the vaccine at this
no, no,
stage?
no, 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 no,
She's
no. Just
infected already.
she's a fair is 18 years and younger. Even in America, it's
Okay.
18 years old and
Okay. So
younger.
once you are
So
above 18, you
you
cannot take the
cannot
vaccine.
exactly. Even people that come in that are older, they cannot even.
I see.
So I would advise her to go and get them get vaccines for the children, and
Okay.
then she should leave that man. She should leave. What else again? Because I always tell women that if the person is cheating, if the person is an unrepentant cheat, and the person is hitting you, your life is at stake. See all these diseases outside. I pray that God will strengthen her. The man, the
Amen.
man, the man is a big mongo pack. Imagine that men that cheat, they have no value for their bodies and their health. That's why they do it. They don't have value for their bodies and their health. Because if they know the kind of diseases that are outside, then they would be cautious. It's possible that he's even taking drugs already. She does not know.
Yeah,
So let
it's
her just
possible.
take it. It's
Yeah,
possible. Let her just
it's
take care of
possible. That's what you
herself.
see. What she said that the doctor told him to come. He refused.
And he refused to go and get tested.
Yeah.
That's
So he
so.
knows already. He knows that he's got the disease. He's
So
probably taking treatment for it already.
treatment. And I'm happy she's in diaspora. I know she will get access to good health care. But she should please not allow the thinking get to her. If she goes to the
Okay.
hospital, if she wants to see a therapist, you let her ask for. If she wants a group, maybe like as in a group where the people come together, and let her join. Do you understand? And let her pray to God, but let her try not to think. It's not the end of the world. It's not cancer. That's what I always say. HIV, hepatitis is not cancer. There are drugs. There are cures for it. You just have to, and it's antiviral. Antiviral means that it has to be reducing the virus in the body. Once the
Okay.
viral load is low, you will not even see any symptom.
Okay.
So let her
All
just take her
right.
medication. So I'll advise her from the science view. Let her read about it. Let her get more knowledge. Let her take her
Yes.
health serious.
Yes.
Let her even like I don't know how, physically she's okay. Let her exercise if she can exercise. Let her eat healthy. This is time now for her to take charge of her health.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that she'll be long enough, she'll live long in good health to be there for her children.
Amen. Thank you so much, Selena. Oh my God. I didn't know we have so much knowledge in the building. We always said that we have timber and caliber people in this platform. I've spoken to Selena many times on this platform. She's called before. I never knew that she's a microbiologist who is doing her PhD. Can you imagine? Ah, God bless you, my sister. I particularly would like what you said about researching it because information is knowledge. The more information you have about a situation, the more powerful and knowledgeable you are. So, my darling, I know you are listening. Research by yourself. Don't just wait for the information that you are given by your doctor. Go and research it and get yourself information about how to maintain your health. You know, like I told you when we were chatting privately, I told you the most important thing to you now is your health and your children. That's what matters. It's not about marriage or no marriage. Now who they are alive, now they marry you. Mhm. I say it all the time here. That's why delete, no they marry. Hmm. You're welcome.
Auntie B, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, my darling, you're welcome.
Thank you. Uh, Auntie B, I'm going to have a word of advice for this lady, but
Okay.
this is the consequence of, people not owning their sexuality
Yes.
because of shame and because of what our society has constructed.
Yeah.
Um, those of us that are out, we are the ones that are the bad ones, you
Oh, you
know.
are out. I didn't even know
I'm
that
out.
about you.
Yes,
Really?
those of us that
Okay.
are out, we are the ones that people say you need deliverance. Then
Hmm.
those other ones that hide in church and everywhere else they hide,
Yeah.
they are considered as acceptable within society, and that is the problem.
Yeah.
This is the kind of things that when you are honest with your sexuality, you own it. If you're struggling with it, get help for it, and if you feel you believe in the cure therapy, and you're able to get cure, go through that process before you bring somebody else into your space. The
Hmm.
idea that you're using somebody else to cover something that you don't want society to know about you is, for me, is wickedness.
Hmm.
But again, what drives
Hmm.
that wickedness is shame.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Stigma.
bring shame to your family. I
It's
think that there are some
stigma.
people that, yes, there are some people that I know that have come out and they have to re-come out every time because even their
Yeah.
parents will not believe. Their parents will still
Hmm.
go out there and look for wives for them.
I'm so pleased that oh Junior, you don't know how happy I am in my heart right now that by the grace of God, we've managed not to alienate anybody to create a platform where everybody feels included, including you, Junior, and AR, which I didn't even know. I didn't even know he's out.
Yeah.
So I am grateful for that.
I mean, coming out is the best gift you can give to your family and loved ones. It's heartbreaking because obviously I consider it as loss. When I
So
came
did you
out,
you told your family?
yes, when I came out, the only way I can explain it is like I died, and then the people were crying and mourning for me, and my body was there. And even when I was trying to tell them that I'm still here, nothing has changed,
They were
nobody could
mourning
hear
you
me.
while you are still alive.
I'm
Oh
telling
my
you, that
God.
is how it was, and it was like that for years.
Hmm.
But again, it was the best gift I could give to them because I
I
felt
can
the
imagine.
biggest
How did that
scar.
make you feel? They are mourning you. You are alive.
It,
Oh
it it
goodness.
it it took me a lot of work to get to the point where I was able to
Oh.
share that. But at the end of the
Mm.
day, it was something that I felt it was important to do because if I didn't do it, I would have been there watching them on my wedding day getting married to this
You would
woman.
have gotten married and you would have this would have been your story down the line. The
And
woman saying
exactly, and,
he
and
knew he
and
wasn't
just
straight and he
looking.
married me.
Yes, just being so hardened to the point where you are able to look at the church full with people happy for you, and you know in your mind that all this is a scam. For
It's
me,
just a show off.
yes, for me, that is something that, I always advise people try, but I can understand when they succumb to the pressure from society. But in saying that, there's something that this lady needs to realize. The shame is
Mwah,
not
mama.
yours.
Sorry, my darling. Yeah. We
Yeah,
don't allow that kind of comment here. If you have any kind of sentiments against gay people, don't bring it to this platform. I won't tolerate it. Please. I will block you straight away. If you cannot say it, most of you live in a diaspora. You can't say it in your place of work. You cannot express your sentiments in your place of work because you know they will terminate you and fire you to your village in Nigeria. Don't bring it here. If you bring it here, I will block you. Don't try it with me, please.
but this just kind of explains the point that I was trying to to express initially, that this is the reason why people would decide to not come out because they don't want to hear stupidity from people. But again, that
Yeah,
is something else. But
yeah,
what
but
I'm
I'm
going to
not going
say
to tolerate it because we don't tolerate it in our places of work here. We don't. You can't. No matter your sentiments, your beliefs, you don't go to your place of work here and you say anything. Your employers will fire you. You can't try it. So
exactly,
it's that same.
ex-
Everybody needs to be treated with respect. We don't judge
exactly.
anybody here. It's none of my business. You are straight, you are gay. It's none of my business. Okay, this is what we are saying. Now the hypocrisy is what is I don't like hypocrisy. I like
It-
just be real. You
this
are
is
telling
what
your story now. This is who you are, and people are here judging you. Meanwhile,
this
we
is
are
what
here to talk about the story of somebody that deceived another woman. You see the
yeah,
irony of it?
this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Exactly my point. This is what happens. So it's easier for people to hide and do what they've done to this woman. But let's leave all these,
Yeah.
people
Thank you, my
alone for a
darling.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say to this woman, the shame is not yours. I think it's not even the hepatitis that is the issue here, from what I perceive. It's the shame
Yeah.
that you failed in marriage and you've gotten married and you didn't get the sign. The shame is not yours. The person that deceived you into this thing knew exactly what he was doing. You must
Oh
have gotten
yes.
into it for love or for whatever reason. But if you knew what you now know, you won't have fallen in that position. So
Yeah.
the shame is not yours. The shame is for the person that deliberately deceived you to cover the shame of the society.
Yeah.
So when you are in that place when you are thinking I've failed and all this business, just tell yourself that this shame is not yours. Don't carry it.
Mhm.
For that
Okay.
reason, get strength and move away from it. Like the earlier sister has said, get your
Yeah.
treatment, do what you need to do, make sure you are well, focus on your kids, give them the most balanced and enabling environment to thrive so they can talk with you, when they are growing as well, so that you can actually know where your children are going. Because this is the conversation we should not only have with our partners, we should be having it with our children. When you see
Absolutely.
certain kind of characteristics and behaviors in your children, enable them to speak with you. Sometimes they might just be confused. There's people
Mm-hmm.
on this spectrum, on different parts of the spectrum. There are some people that don't even know what they are. There are some people that are very clear this is what they are. There are some people that say they
Mm-hmm.
are straight. When they turn 45, they turn something else. It is
Yeah.
expression. It's a spectrum and people keep evolving. So we
Yeah.
need to create enabling environment for these conversations to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that anybody should be encouraged to be whatever,
We
but
don't
there are
encourage anybody
people
to be anything. Forget about
exactly.
it. People are who they are. I mean, it's
Yes,
only very ignorant people that think you can, because you talk about it, it will not make somebody gay. You can't make
exactly.
anybody gay. People that are gay are gay.
Exactly.
People that are straight are straight.
Exactly. So it's important and to be honest, even people in straight marriages, they bring disease for their wives.
Oh
So the
yes,
issue
when they
here
are
is somebody
philandering
that
up
has
and down.
exactly. Take away the whole stigma out of it, my sister. Just take away that stigma out of it. I know it's difficult, but you've had children. If he wants to be part of his children's life, you have to think about what that means. If he's not want to be part of his children's life, your children need to be in a safe environment where they don't want to see that type of role model as their father. So you protect your children from it. But the shame is not yours. The shame is
Thank
for the
you.
person that has deceived you into this relationship. He should own his sexuality. He should have done something about it before he came to you. That is the honorable thing to do. You don't use
Thank
a
you.
woman to treat your sexuality is the wrongest
Mm,
thing anybody can do. I think it's evil.
thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, AL. I really, really appreciate your conversation and your calling in. Thank you for, you're bringing out that perspective as a gay man yourself, to let us know that, okay, on this show alone, two people have called in that have told us they are our people. We love them. They are part of this platform and they are gay. So if you come here to judge people like this, then you cannot say anything negative about this Mongo Park, because it doesn't make sense. The reason why we're even having this conversation in the first place is because he was not honest. He's deceptive. And he's hid his status, his sexuality, he's hid everything from this woman. Ended up carrying disease to give her that she doesn't even know. Now she doesn't even know the stage. Somebody that is a microbiologist came now and told us it depends on the stage they catch the thing. She doesn't even know the stage now, whether it's acute or whether it's whatever, what's the name they use for the other one, my people. So, you see, the problem that a lot of black people and we Africans, Nigerians especially, struggle with is understanding and being non-judgmental. It is okay. It's got nothing to do with you that AR and Junior are gay. It's got nothing to do with you. It's not gonna jump on you to change who you are. This is their life. You don't know them. It's okay. When we learn to respect people's choices and put boundaries on imposing our own beliefs and our own way of life, our values on them, then we'll have a better society where people can come out to say, this is who I am. I don't want to marry because I don't like that person. Where you say, I don't like that gender where you say me I marry. So, so now what's in the matter? I beg. I'm almost ending now. George, you're welcome, darling.
Hello, good evening, Auntie B.
Hi.
Whew, this is a whole lot right now, listening to all this. And my own advice would be for the lady in question is um, do not, the shock is real. You have to go through it, definitely. No one can take it away from you. And it's that shock that made you go meet the parents and let them know.
Yeah.
So you already know where you stand in the whole thing. The family is aware and all that. But one thing I have to say is you've done your test. You've tested positive to hepatitis B. But it's treatable. Coming from someone who has also had it.
You've had it?
Yes.
Wow.
That is so.
How? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, the thing is, I also had tested positive for HIV. And I also, so in having HIV, you're very prone to any hepatitis B infection, A, B, C.
Okay. Can I ask? Okay, no, let me not ask. It's okay. If you feel comfortable to share, you share as much as you can. Go on.
So, you can still take a vaccine irrespective of the age.
Yeah, somebody has just told us you can take vaccine at any stage, whether you are older than 18.
And time at all, you can still take, because even when I tested positive here, I didn't even know. Just my regular medical checkup, and it popped up in the test.
Right.
And all that. So, they will give you the vaccine, do the treatment, and it's gone. As long as it's not chronic. If it's chronic, it's a different ballgame entirely. You will go all through series of all that. But one thing I need to tell you is the lady is, first of all, you've already found out, move on with your life. Just have it that the marriage never existed. As much as it's painful, you have 3 children from that marriage. With the man in question. Those 3 kids right now are the jewel that money cannot buy. Raise those children, put your sanity in check, and have your mind in the right place. Organize yourself. If it needs laying him off from the house, do it as soon as possible. You don't need to go to question or ask him, oh, I need you to own. A typical Nigerian
open up to come out.
A typical Nigerian will not own up.
It will never come out.
They will never.
They will keep hiding. He'll probably move to another woman, even if she divorces him. So, George, do you believe that?
Exactly.
He can do that.
He can still move on to another woman, and what will be will be. But you found out, move on with your life. You still have priceless years ahead of you.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, treat yourself, move on. Do not even let the stigma, because stigma kills more than the ailment itself.
Oh yes.
Because family will judge you, friends, you tell friends, that's if at all you can tell them, do not even discuss it with anybody again.
Yeah.
Keep it within yourself and your doctor and a therapist if you need to see one. By
they will start avoiding her, thinking that she's going to infect them.
Thinking, just do it and put yourself together. And trust me, you will look back 10 years down the line and you'll laugh at it. It will be a joke, a huge joke at the end of the day. And personally, on my own self, having hepatitis B, it was just, I took it as, I didn't even know how severe it was. Maybe because I moved here. But testing positive to HIV in Nigeria in 2013, it was a big deal. I didn't tell nobody.
I can imagine. Wow.
I didn't tell nobody. I did not tell nobody. I stayed, and I was a shadow of myself.
Oh, I can imagine.
And
Wow.
luckily enough, and I started taking medication in 2014. And luckily enough for me, I would not say luck. Fortunately and unfortunately, my mom found out. Being the detective that she is, FBI and all that, she
You
found
couldn't
out.
even tell your mom?
I couldn't tell nobody because
Wow.
I didn't know how to explain how I contacted the virus. There
Did you
was
know how you contacted it though?
I would not say I know, but maybe it was one flimsy mistake I made that I shouldn't have made and happened in it was just I will call it a 5 minute fun that cost me where I am today. And I'm bearing
Oh,
that cross to the rest of my life.
I'm so
So
sorry.
um what am I saying? Did she found out, yeah, she saw my hospital card where I went to hide it.
Hmm.
My mom being a woman who she is, nothing goes under her nose with her, and she just suspected this boy is not normal. There's something off.
Yeah, because you were being tortured. You had this mental, because you are not able to tell anybody
I
as
couldn't
well.
tell,
Mothers always pick up things.
and
So you can imagine how you were feeling mentally with
she
that.
sensed it, and
Mhm.
I grew up. I lived more with my mom, and I was still living with my grandmother was also in the house, and my grandmother would look at me and like, "You are going. You're getting darker. Your skin is shrinking. What's the problem?" I'm
Hmm.
like, "Nothing." Outside the whole Nigeria issues that I was also, generally. She found out, and she just came up and like, "Obiora, what is this?" And
Mm-mm.
I looked at her. I could not deny anything. I just said, "This
Mm-mm.
is it." All hell let loose. The shock came in. She called everybody, called all my siblings, and told them.
Oh, she
That
shouldn't have done
that
that.
was the very day I got relief because I didn't know how to even say it. But she did it.
Yeah.
Maybe she did it to spite me and all that. But at the
She
end of the
shouldn't
day,
have done that.
the
You should have
body,
even found out what you want to do if you want people to know.
you see,
It's about you.
when
What
the
do you want?
when the shock happens, you can't hold the person and whoever is on the receiving side.
Were
But
they supportive? Your family, your immediate family at least, did they support you?
at
Or were
first,
they
no.
loving?
At first, no. Everyone went into shock. No one gave the support at the initial stage. Maybe 3 months. Everyone gave me a
They will even be
withdrawal.
afraid because back then people didn't have a lot of information about
Everyone,
HIV.
like, yeah,
They'll think you
everyone
infect them.
Everyone gave me the withdrawal symptom. No one called me. No one came. My mom brought out all my cutlery separately. I couldn't cook again for her and her mother as usual. It
Oh
was a
dear.
whole lot. I was still taking my medication until one day she just said, "I want to see your doctor." And I
Mm-hmm.
took her to, and I told her where to go to the clinic, and she went and she saw with her eyes, and she saw that. I think the day she went, there were other people, and she came back and she was like telling her mother, like, "Can you imagine there's 1,000 people, like the number of people living with HIV in Nigeria who
Yeah, they hide it. They hide
it
it.
was like until you go to the clinic where you see them and you're
Yeah.
like, who else
Yeah.
is remaining?
Yeah.
The whole thing. But thank God I came here. The moment I came here, the next month I came here with my medication from Nigeria. Luckily
Mm-hmm.
enough, thank God with the help of my doctor, like information is key. If you have the right
Yeah.
information, my
Mm-hmm.
doctor gave me a note here and I brought it here and they're like, what's the next step? We did all the tests. I was undetectable in my second year of taking medications.
Okay.
Undetectable means the virus is dormant, it's in your
In your
system.
body. Yeah.
Yes. If
Yeah.
you if you do a blood test, it will come up, but you cannot transmit the infection anymore. That's what
Okay.
being undetectable is. And luckily enough, my medication was changed when I got here, and
Mm-hmm.
life has been easy and breezy. I piled up so much weight because the medication will make you pile weight.
I see.
And I added a whole lot of weight, and now I have to now control my food, and naturally I eat well. So with
Right.
medication also, it now made me pile up a whole lot of weight. And I'm
Hmm.
sure, I think I've been able to you will remember, I don't know if you can still pick my voice. I'm
I do.
still, yes. So um, it's a whole lot.
I
There's
know.
nothing, as someone said, one of the callers said, there's nothing new under the sun.
Oh yeah.
You will not be the first. You will not be the last. Another
Mm.
woman tomorrow. Another thing is going to happen. By the end of the day, let's just be open-minded in taking in information, no matter how grave
It
that
is.
incident is.
Mm.
At the end
Mm.
of the day, God will see everyone. God will see everyone through, and we'll
Amen.
get a hand
Amen.
of it at the end of the day. God
Yeah.
bless you, Auntie B, once
Thank you,
again.
George. I'm
And
sending you lots of
more
love and
strength to the
hugs.
woman in question. Also, have a lovely evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, George. I appreciate you
You're
being
welcome.
vulnerable and sharing with us about, your medical issues. I'm sending you lots of hugs and lights and love. You are loved. You are a valuable member of this platform. And I thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much for sharing. I know it's not easy, especially because, this lady really needs this encouragement. And for someone that also has the condition, being able to come here to share, that is top notch. Thank you. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Yes, ma'am.
Have a good afternoon, my darling.
Thank you too. Bye.
Okay, bye. Wow. Wow. I don't know how I feel right now. I feel a certain kind of way. You see why it's not good to judge? If I just come here and I was just bashing and saying negative things about, people who are not of the same thing with me or you, or then people will not be comfortable to share. The reason why people can come out here to share such deep vulnerability and personal things about their life is because they don't feel like we are going to judge them. So when we say on this platform is a no judgment zone, there's a reason. For social media, they will say, you get why. You get why. See, when you no judge person, is the best gift you can give somebody. No judge am. Just, even if you don't understand, listen. Listen with empathy. Listen with love. See, God. Anyway, we're going to round up now, and I'm just want to thank everyone that called in when I asked for people to call in, because when we started, people were not calling in, and then I said, can we please support and encourage her, and then people started calling in and all that. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Junior. You started the conversation by sharing. We know you on this platform. You are a valuable member of our community as well. We love you. We don't judge you. We accept you. Okay, that's the best gift you can give to anybody. Just accept them and love them. Love is all we need. I always say it here on this platform that even as Christians, if you don't have love in your heart, you are not a Christian. You need to love, and love your neighbor as yourself. Does it say love only straight people? Love only women? Love only this? No, love is universal. Everyone. It doesn't matter. No judge. Just listen. Even if you don't agree, it's okay. You don't need to agree. I don't expect we have over 1,000 people watching. I expect everybody to agree, say, okay, this way of life is right. It's not about right or wrong. As long as it's not about you, it's about the other person. It's about listening and trying to understand. No, but that's just it. That's just it. Love. So thank you all so much that shared tonight. And the lady said, I should tell you guys, this is her words, verbatim. And she said, tell everyone I appreciate their inputs and information. I do feel better. God bless you. Thank you so much. So she's thanking all of you that have uplifted her, that have encouraged her, that have supported her. And I'm saying to her, please, finally, I'm just going to end by saying, please, if you are playing for Team B, it's okay. Don't deceive any woman. Don't deceive any man. Be yourself. Okay? Please be yourself. And just, even if you cannot tell your family, don't deceive another person to keep up appearance. That's the greatest evil you can do. To deceive the opposite sex just because you want to placate your family, to let to feel respected. Because, like Junior said at some point, that he was facing a lot of pressure to marry. He even married once, and that one ended. They were still pressuring him again to marry. You can imagine. But it's not fair. It's not. And I know it's not an easy conversation. I know it's not easy. I know it's not something that you just, a lot of us will grow up to believe or to learn that, okay, this particular people that play in team B, we should hate them. But you don't need to hate anybody. You don't need to hate anybody. It's got nothing to do with you. So just allow love to lead. And for this sister, what I'm going to say, because this brother is still struggling with his sexuality, obviously he has not accepted it, and that's why he's always cursing. He's always cursing people who are playing in Team B. They curse them up and down because he hates what he is. He's not come to terms with the fact that he is actually not into women. He's into men. He's just forcing himself to marry, to born children, you know. And if she goes deeper, she will tell us, say they know the Kerewa. They will probably Kerewa in months, they no go Kerewa. Because he has somebody where they Kerewa, which him being Bestie. So I wish you all the very best, my darling sister. You're gonna be all right. I believe strongly that you're gonna be all right. Okay? You're gonna be fine. Even if you don't want to tell anybody, I completely understand, because people who know you they will be the first people to judge you. And Africans will sabi judge. Please, if you are somebody who is not straight and you are listening to me, please don't go and marry somebody from the other gender just to please your family. And if you've already done it, and if for any reason you have any health issues, the onus is on you as a good and decent human being to tell that person that you are in marriage with or relationship with that, okay, oh, it's not easy. See George now, open up to us here openly about his status, HIV, Hep B. You need to tell the person, this is the issues that I have, these are the conditions I have. Who love you go love you, irrespective. And most importantly, we don't talk on for here. In this day and age, when you meet people and you start dating single people, divorced and separated people, this is for you. Ask people of their sexuality. You need to have that conversation. Very, very important. It does not guarantee they will tell you the whole truth. So some people will still hide, especially if they are trying to hide it or they are in denial. But you need to have that conversation to say, you know, I need to know. Don't take things for granted that because a man is chasing you that he likes women or he's into women. Don't take things for granted that a woman is fancying you. She just wants to marry. Some women just want to marry to have babies, or they just want to marry to please family. There are a lot of reasons why people do these things. We've outlined them at the beginning of this year. I don't want to go through them again. Okay? And most importantly, if you know in your heart of hearts that you don't play in team A, you play in team B, or you play in both teams, please be true to yourself. Okay? I know it's not an easy thing. I'm saying it now, but I know people like Junior, you know, that's spoken, and AI that's spoken, they will attest to it, how difficult it is to even come to that place where you can even open your mouth to say, mom, dad, I don't like women. It's not an easy thing. I'm not attracted to women. It's not easy. But this is who you are, and this is your authenticity. So it's okay. Some people, maybe they will disown you. If you have religious parents, they might start carrying you for deliverance up and down. You need to prepare yourself. You might need therapy to get you to that point. But please, even if you don't want to come out, because I think from what I know or what I understand about, you know, this issue of sexuality, you need to come to that place where you decide that, okay, I want to tell people. Even if you don't want to tell people, please don't marry the opposite sex. Don't marry a woman. If you're a woman, don't marry a man. It's not fair. It's not. And for God's sake, if you have any medical condition, do not, now that one be the one way they do my head in the most. If you have any medical condition, don't hide it. Actually, in this part of the world, it is a crime to conceal your illness and then marry somebody, something that can be sexually transmitted. If you can't give somebody, they feel jail you. And if the person buy you because they find out, say you lie to them and you carry disease, give them, they go figure away if they get a good lawyer, because they are justified, because you don't have a right to do this. It's against the law for you to know, say you get disease for your body and you go sleep with somebody without protection to carry the disease, and you know say this disease is being transmitted by body fluids. That one no good though. It's not good. It's the most wicked thing. I wish this woman just tell us now, saying fine and saying husband. Say they play from Team B. I say, okay, make it they go. Now the one they pay me pass, they say, he carry her big give am, carry disease give am. She didn't bargain for that. So I beg, let's try to be sincere. Be sincere. It starts with you being sincere with yourself and being sincere with your family. Just stay on your own. It's okay. They hide, they do what you they do. If you don't want to tell anybody, but don't go and marry the opposite sex because you want to please your family. Deception, deception is a no-no. That's no, is very bad. That one no good. So my darling sister, I'm sending you love and lights. And I know that you're going to get through this. You will come here one day and you will share your testimony with a full chest. I know you will beat this disease by the grace of God. We are praying for you and we are trusting God to intervene in this situation. Okay? Please, don't be downcast. Don't, allow this to get, I know it's not going to be easy, but you will get through it. Okay? Continue to read more about it. Take care of your health, take care of your children, but most importantly, get him out. He needs to get out. You can't live in the same house. I don't think it's safe. He's still in the same house with you, and that's not safe for me. I don't believe it is safe because you have nothing joining you together again. He's even told you that you can take the children if you want. Let him go and meet his friend and live with his friend. Okay? If there's a way you can do it without any animosity, without any fight, it's okay. Since you have children together, always think about the well-being of your children. But he needs to go. He needs to go. Because he broke the bounds of your marriage with infidelity. And not just infidelity, there's deception, and he's infected you with a disease that, it's only God that knows the stage that you are in. It is well. Thank you so much, everyone that contributed. Please give this video a thumbs up. It might be saving a life. Very, very important that you do all your blood works before you get into any Kerewa with anybody that you just met. You need to do your blood works. Do tests. Have that conversation. What team are you playing? Are you for team A or team B? Are you playing both? Very, very important. Please give this video a thumbs up. It might be saving someone's life. There are so many people in this situation. If you've had any experience and you're watching this later, you like to email me about it, you like to talk to me about it, please feel free to do that. My contact details are on the screen. You can send me an email. It's obodooyinboconnect@gmail.com, or send me a WhatsApp. I've not been checking my WhatsApp for a while because I've been very, very busy. But I'll see my emails. I check my emails daily. So if you want to send me an email, if you have any experience, or you want to share in the comment section, you are welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Peggy, you said, Auntie Bridgie, your channel is always bringing light to people. May God continue to give you the wisdom in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Thank you, Peggy. I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you're all right. I love you. Thank you. Junior, I'm sending you love. Now, I got my love for you, my brother. Thank you for being honest. At least you are not out there spreading disease or deceiving people up and down. We prefer people to be honest and to be authentic. It's better. And thank you to everyone that shared. AR, sending you love. And also all our brothers and sisters that called in. Annie, Yes Corner, God bless you. Thank you very much for encouraging our sister. God bless you. Junior, you have guest room in Nigeria for me. You know me, I don't like to stay with people. Now hotel gets me. Thank you for offering, though. Thank you. I have plenty family, but I know they agree stay with them. Oh, thank you. Chelsea, love you, baby. God bless you. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening. I will see you in my next one. Please give this video a thumbs up. Before you log out, if you've not given it a thumbs up, please do. Love you guys. God bless you. Thank you. And for those who will be catching this video later, if you leave any comments that is not acceptable to cause anybody or yab anybody, people that have openly shared their story here today, I will block you. It's simple. So don't do it. If you don't want to be blocked permanently on this channel, don't do it, okay? We are a platform of love and acceptance. Okay, we no judge, and that's why people feel free to share with us, and we want to keep it that way. No judgments. Okay, now God is the judge. We are just humans, and we have our own shortfalls, and the things that we do. Let's leave the judgment to God. Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you. We dey talk about presidential ticket. Boss lady, you want buy presidential ticket for you? Oh my god, boss lady. Okay, you want contribute money for you? I beg go meet Tamo. Not be me. Have a wonderful evening and afternoon, guys. Bye. Have a lovely evening. God bless you. Love you guys very much. Bye. Yeah, avoid being blocked to the next generation. Don't put any comments. We don't tolerate any homophobic comment here. If you try it, you are blocked forever. Thanks, guys. Bye.